Hey Brad, how you doing? Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I mean, we don't have a whole lot to go off of. Seems like Nat has been streaming for like 2 hours. That's usually his cap. Yeah, he usually taps out at 2 hours, so he should be here soon enough. Must be, must be nice being able to play games. Uh-huh. But yeah, what did you guys talk about the new avatar? Yeah, I I will admit I kind of skimmed through the through the trailer. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder what. Yeah, I wonder what the divide would be between them. Hmm. Some of the sorry, sorry, continue. Okay, it's stream delay. That's how it is. Yeah, what I wanted to say is that a lot, kind of like 6, 7 months ago, whenever the first leaks of the new Avatar show came out, I read that uh, one of the twins would have been raised by bandits, and that would like cause the divide between the two sisters. Like, because one would be raised by the White Lotus, and the other one will be raised by bandits, and that would be like the conflict between the two. Is that what they're really insinuating? I thought like the whole thing was that Korra saved the world, but the world will remember it as her trying to destroy it, or something like that. I suppose so, but still, it does seem overly mean towards this character, you know? Yeah. I think we could all surmise that Korra was an evil or anything like that. But it's just more like, what did she do that she had to nuke the world like this? You know, like I suppose that would be a mystery. Yeah, it could be that too. I don't know. It's really early to make any sort of decisive take any sort of decisive conclusions on this show, right? I'm just glad Avatar is back in some shape or form, you know. You want to talk about Netflix Avatar for a bit? So everybody's angry about what they did to Zuko. Zuko's beginning of his redemption arc, anyway. I mean, I didn't watch the season yet. I just watched it through other people's reviews. You know, but I was watching this one particular review that really struck a chord with me. They were trying to make this distinction between, are you criticizing this show because it's worth criticizing, or are you criticizing just because it's different from the original Avatar? What did it mean by that? Uh, Zuko's arc in the Netflix show, although it somewhat mirrors the one he had in the original show, they're just not the same character, right? Zuko's co- Zuko's code of honor will never allow him to rob a couple with a pregnant lady, right? He just never stooped with that. But that's original Zuko. That's Nick Zuko. Netflix Zuko doesn't have any problem with that because that's just the type of character Netflix wrote. Albert Hoff was like, alright. Why does she leave then? That's okay. That's okay. It makes sense what I'm trying to say here, right? I'm trying to say this character arc in the Netflix Avatar is bad because it doesn't follow the one in the original show. I don't think that's really valid criticism. You can have preferences. I definitely prefer Zuko's arc in the original show more than in the Netflix show, but Netflix is trying something, right? They're trying a thing. I'm not gonna say they're particularly successful at it, but I'm just saying they're trying a thing. Well, she definitely would have seen it. I don't know. I do know people who do really dig the Netflix Avatar, and admittedly, they never watched the original show because they can't get over the fact that the original show is the cartoon that aired on Nick. It's just a lot of it's just a lot of setup. Once you know it, you don't really need to rewatch it over and over again, right? It doesn't have all the good stuff in it. I do try and I do watch all of it if I can if I do ever want to read to. God, I cannot speak today. Ah, I've used all my brain power today. I'm sorry. This is all you gotta get. Caveman noises from now on. Uh, how do you get yourself in these sort of situations? It's like every other day you're telling me how you how you got in some sort of fight with a nerd about Naruto, specifically just Naruto and Dragon Ball. Yeah, I get it. Why do you even why do you even waste your time with these people if you know they're just going to piss you off? It's only a victory if they accept it. If they never accepted it, it's like the fight never happened. I see. Mm-hmm. I know. I personally never got into the whole power scaling thing. Like, I think it's neat to figure out how strong a character is. But like, oh, I figured. I'm just saying it as a general statement, you know. Like, I do think power scaling on a really base level, it's cool. But when people really start, it's not like it's bad that people are really into it. It's more like when people start insulting each other because of it. It's really when it's really bad. Like when it stops being a discussion where we're just insulting one another. That's just not how we do it. Do do you want to share the video? A bit, yeah. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yeah, totally, totally. Wolverine sometimes.
I turned my microphone on. I just realised my microphone was off. Well done, me. I've only been streaming for 20 minutes. Didn't even realise my microphone was off. Why did I turn my microphone off? I'll remember at some point. It's fine. Well done, me. Oh. Yeah, I can do that. It took me a minute to figure out what VC was. Video call is the answer. Well done, me.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. That's much better.
Yeah, so I've got to figure out how I want to record Fire Emblem, and then tomorrow, well, basically today, I've got lots of Blue Dragon to do. Because that one guy keeps commenting on all my Blue Dragon videos, so I can't disappoint him.
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I can't disappoint him. He's been giving me hints and tips. He's a good boy.
At least for once, you're not going to Let's Play a game blind.
I do every now and again. It's just not all the time. He spends entire episodes going, why did you do it like this? I'm like, because I'm an idiot and I didn't notice. You're too overleveled. I'm like, I know, but that's just how I play.
That's just how you play RPGs.
I try not to on Let's Plays because I don't like grinding because it's like wasting other people's time, so I usually just cut out grinding.
Yeah, that's cool.
Unless something important happens.
Yeah, that too. What I was thinking is what I was thinking is that if you had the time, maybe you could make like a little montage of all your grinding, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of it, with some elevator music in the background.
I was going to, when I played Neo 3, make a montage of dying to bosses.
Does YouTube really care about the number of people who comment during streams?
The more people who comment, the more recommended it gets because it's more interactive. It's really dumb.
Even when it's just a stream message.
Yes. Because I think my highest one this year was when you and Praying were arguing about Game of Thrones and it got like 200 views.
We weren't arguing, okay?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it was a Song of Fire and Ice specifically, not Game of Thrones. As in the book that inspired the show. And then we just spiral out and talking about history.
I love just going on random tangents. It's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how combo-y I can do in this turn. Concerto. Yeah. Using that, and that. Let's check, is Nat still on stream? I'd assume so. Yep, he is. He's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely no issue with that. And we penned this.
Did you catch him the exact moment he decided to stream more than 2 hours?
It's because it's Pal World. He probably hasn't even noticed what time it is.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's fine. He's just getting back into his streaming schedule, streaming on Fridays again.
Yeah, that's great. I did notice it. He took an entire month off from streaming.
Yeah, he hasn't been streaming quite a lot recently. I'm trying to get a lot more done once my new room's finished, and then I can do different kinds of videos like deck lists and stuff.
Yeah.
I've also got the Pokemon video to edit. How far am I through that? I've got about 20 hours of footage to do from that already.
You mean that video about your favorite Pokemon out of each type?
No, this is just me playing through Fire Red the first time.
Oh, so that is a game. That is a Let's Play after all.
Yeah, it's not going to be a Let's Play. I'm just going to condense it into one video. Like, this happened, I did this, I did this. It's just 20 hours of footage so far.
I see, I see.
It'll take me a bit. I think my team's finalized at the moment. I'm not happy with it because Gen 1 doesn't exactly have good mons.
You know the amount of people who would crucify you for saying that?
Well, I chose Blastoise, but I chose not to use starters. So if I'm not using starters, Venusaur's by far the best grass type, which I can't use. Charizard's the best fire type I can't use. Like, the only one the grass type I could use is Vileplume. And why would you? Because it doesn't learn moves. Nothing learns moves in Gen 1.
That was the whole appeal.
I have an Executor whose strongest move is Giga Drain with 5 PP. And that's because I had to give it Giga Drain because he doesn't learn grass moves.
And this was pre-Gen 6 Giga Drain, so it's like, what, 40 base power?
I think it's 60, it's garbage. It's not good. For 5 PP, it's terrible.
Yeah, it is 5 PP.
Yeah, yeah. It also doesn't.
Oh,
My executor also doesn't learn psychic moves. It has confusion. I had to give it psychic. The only use of
yeah.
psychic in the entire game.
It is a good move, though.
Growl with Flynn's flamethrower at 48. I am not getting it to 48 to learn flamethrower.
I do remember how in Ruby and Sapphire you had to keep your Shroomies from evolving to like level 48 because that's when it learns Spore, and Breloom doesn't learn Spore to level up.
It's embarrassing.
It is kind of funny, you have to admit.
I think my team's sorted though, so at least I've got something.
Do you want to tell the class what Pokemon you have in your team?
I genuinely can't remember.
Oh, it's that bad.
I chose the best water type in the game.
Continue.
Yeah, I chose Dugong.
I'm more of a seeking guy myself, but I respect the choice.
I chose something that not many people use, and I've never used before. Dugong is ice type, so it's fine. It was either Dugong or Seadra.
I probably still would have went for Seadra.
Seadra's even worse. I'm gonna just load up one of my videos and I'll tell you what my actual one is. There. Electro Dodrio. Dugong. Arcanine. Nido Queen, because I've used Nido King before. And Executor.
Yeah, I have nothing to say.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, what other fire type could I have used? The only other fire type in the entire game is Rapidash. And yes, and also fire type is not good in Gen 1. Like, there's nothing for fire types to do apart from Erika. And a flying type can do that.
Yeah.
And all the rock types or higher level ones I would like to use, like Golem, I can't because the game's like, you need to trade.
Classic.
Oh, you want Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, or Ice Beam? Game Corner. I at least beat a Koga in my last episode, though, so I've got Sabrina next. And she's not exactly going to be the most difficult in the world.
Nice.
You know why? Because Dugong learned Signal Beam. And Arcanine has Bite. That's my strongest effective move against Alakazam.
I do wonder what the logistics of making Bite a dark move were.
Maybe it's just because
normal.
it's like an evil thing, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but aren't normal moves supposed to be like things any animal could do? And I reckon any animal with a jaw can bite.
Yeah, but there's also things with arms that can't learn Punch.
No, what you wanna say is that there are things without arms that can learn punch moves.
Yes, like Wooper can learn Ice Punch.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have arms. Hmm. What can we do from this position?
Oh yeah, and Ghastly apparently. Oh no, I wanted to say Ghastly can't learn Lick, but it does. That ruined my whole joke.
It's also poison type, which makes it terrible.
Yeah. It is crazy how before Gen 6 and Fairy types, Poison was only good against grass and nothing else. Like the best Poison moves didn't even do damage. You just used to poison the target. That's it.
But I swear, every time I get hit with Poison Sting, I swear it's way higher than 30% guarantee. Way higher.
Well, I think the math was that if you were to get hit by a move that has a 30% chance to do something across 2 turns, there's a 51% chance that it will happen. So it's a coin flip against you.
Yeah, because any move that isn't 100% accurate is 50% accurate. It either does or it doesn't. I had a beep.
Beep beep.
Why not?
Bonjour.
Brad is holding me hostage in the VC.
How so?
It just sounds like something I'd do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How is everyone?
Steady.
Pretty good, yeah.
Cool. That exit the game. Right. Now to figure out what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 hours.
Could be anything.
Oh, by the way, Nat, have you tried to fiddle with the strategy we've talked about a few weeks
I've
ago?
not looked at it. I've not actually looked at it because I'm terrible at looking into those things, to be honest. But I've got it on my phone to have a little peruse when I get the chance. But I will get around to making something with that. Just figuring out what I want to use or how I want to do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh. But
You can't be tired, Nat. You just had a chill stream on Powerball.
Yep. That I have. Definitely chill. Just been... It's a challenge run I'm doing on Power World, so they're always chill, as we know.
They are.
So, we'll make a slide. Why not? Okay. Everyone see what I'm up to currently. Yeah. Apparently, I've made the first 10 levels the most painstaking thing going. Because apparently if you capture anything, there's a main quest you can't complete.
I expect nothing less.
Yeah. Literally, like the 5th main quest or something is capture a pal. It's just like, I cannot do that. Right, let me actually change screens because I'm using my mouse. So I don't really need.
I'm going to have right fun next week, or maybe earlier on in the week after that, dismantling my computer and everything else and moving it to my games room.
Oh yeah, it's going to be so tedious, is that? Let's just do that. Is that right? Is that right?
I've got about another 2 hours left yet, maybe. I've got to do some bank things tomorrow, so I need to nip into town, so I can't be on too late.
Yeah, busy people is always busy. Now to master later. I want this wire. And it needs to be green. Oh god. Well, that palette was strange. The rest brush is too big.
Yeah, I definitely lost that game. That's fine. I'm using Melodious, so I'm not expecting to win. Firewall mocked my team in Pokemon, how dare he?
How so?
He says my Pokemon is lame.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what I chose to hear, okay?
Why don't you share with the class what your team is exactly?
You know, my team's cool.
I mean,
I know it is cool. I know it is cool, but let Nat know how cool your team is.
There you go.
You know?
Executor, because of course. It also has no moves, because Executor doesn't learn fucking anything.
Yep.
Nidoqueen, which also is not as good as Nidoking in any way.
Yep.
I've got Dugong, because Dugong is a good boy.
Yeah.
Dodrio, because there's only 3 birds in the whole game. And I had to pick one, and I've never used Dodrio before, so I thought I might as well. We've got Electrode because there's no electric types early game at all, apart from him. And I will not be seen dead using the electric rat. And Arcanine, who is pretty good. I kind of wanted to use a fighting type, but they just don't do anything in Gen 1.
No. I really disagree.
I mean, Fire also doesn't do anything in Gen 1, but Arcanine has Bite. And the stats of a legendary. So there's no reason to not use him. What the hell is Theme Chronicle? Do I care about that? No, I don't care about Theme Chronicle. It's fine. Ignore
See,
it.
as I said, I think your team is really cool.
It took me ages to get Dugong. It's unacceptable.
We did. We did. I was there.
It took me like 2 days. Ignoring every trainer in the entire game just to get it. And then I need to get a Silphco guide because I cannot be asked walking my way through Silphco.
Brad, can you check your opponent's extra deck? How many cards he's playing?
15. He's probably got a really janky deck, but we'll find out. Do I still have one on my map? I banished all of my backer, so I can't even use it. That's not good. Okay. That was a really bad Extrav. I need to take Extrav out. That did not help me at all.
It's probably good if you don't really care about your stuff, being disposed of.
Half of the time it's fine, but sometimes you just hit the wrong guard. And I just did at that time. I'll use Couplet. Or some Soprano. Scale Couplet.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it's like when Red keeps saying to me, how do I make my deck not brick? I'm like, you literally can't. It will happen. Like, he just does.
You draw better. You draw better. That's how you do it.
No matter what you do, no matter how much you plan for it, you always manage to get a good somewhere along the lines.
Always happens. Every single time, without exception. It's just how it is.
It is kind of amazing how search heavy Yu-Gi-Oh is and decks still break.
Yep. It really is. Oh, that was another thing that happened this week. They changed the Yu-Gi-Oh rules for tournaments.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Can you go into a little bit more detail if you want?
Which bit in particular?
Well,
All of it?
The change.
You're not allowed to unnecessarily shuffle your hand anymore.
Ah, yes.
Because it annoys people. You're not allowed to move your deck and graveyard around, even if you're left-handed. It has to be exactly where it is. You're not allowed to move like your grave and fan it out and leave it there because it's got to be in the zone it's supposed to be in.
We'll have to keep hounding a day for this.
Oh, God. Yeah, we will.
He likes to say, I'm just separating them for ease. Can't do that. It's against the rules. You can't thing him because he doesn't have money. Not Kyber. Oh, I like these green. I like these green.
Wait. They specifically mention excessive shuffling, right?
Yes.
What in Konami's eyes represents non-excessive shuffling?
If you add a card to your hand and you've got to, like, randomize it for some reason, you're allowed to, but not just constantly all the time. Like, some people... I mean, in a way, when your opponent's comboing, you do want your hands to do something, you're just not allowed to excessively shuffle.
Yeah, people essentially just fidget with the cards, so they'll constantly just keep going.
Oh, I know. You don't.
Like,
You don't have to.
Everyone goes, ugh.
I know you don't. I know you don't have to explain that bit to me. It's just a little bit strange since everyone in every TCG does that.
Apparently, Konami got very irritated at it.
I don't think you can do it in Gundam or Digimon now either.
Really?
Apparently, it's too distracting.
How is the Gundam TCG doing, by the
They've
way?
just fixed it.
Really?
It's reasonable now. Like, it was horrible before this last update.
Oh, that's good to hear at least. All TCGs are like that when they just come out. Until the game devs figure out the flow and what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, people are angry that it hit like the top tier decks. I'm like, yeah, because they were unfair.
That's how it works.
Yeah, I get you, but it's also that aspect of these people already spend the money to play the best decks, and you just ban them all.
Yep. You're welcome.
Like that is such a delicate balance to strike. Like I remember very specifically, in Magic, there was this period of time right after Wizards of the Coast changed the frame to the semi-modern one. There was this artifact deck that was like the best thing in the game. Like 90% of every format this deck was legal in, it was just that one deck. And when they banned it, a lot of people quit the game because a lot of the cards in that deck costed like upwards of $100 and up, and they quit out of fear because, well, what if you want to play another meta deck in the future that costs upwards of $600-700, and Wizards of the Coast just decides to ban it?
I think that's something that's always going to be there. That kind of.
But Wizards of the Coast, like,
banning.
Certain card games have to ban things for balance. If they're doing it like Yu-Gi-Oh! Do just to sell product, that's not right. But Gundam was genuinely unfair. They had to implement that new rule change to make the game fair.
Also, it was a rule change, like it wasn't.
They banned one. They added the ruling of if you play this, you also can't play this. There's certain cards, and then they did an entire rule change on how level 2s can be played. So now it's a lot more reasonable.
See. Again, it's just really it's a very delicate balance you have to strike between not pissing off your players while also trying to keep the game as fair as possible. And sometimes you just cannot do it. You cannot balance it out, and you have to step on somebody's toes.
There's always going to be that stepping on someone's toes. I think no matter what they did, so better to just.
It's not the biggest change. It just makes them be more variety now as well. Because it did need fixing.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just talking about.
That's fine, absolutely.
Yeah, I was just talking about more of this general idea of players investing a lot of money into a competitive deck and just being banned.
I suppose if they're playing like all the highest rarities, sure. But if they're playing it just to play it, it might be fine. Because they didn't actually ban anything, they just did a rule change. So the cards that they have, they just can't play as many of. So they can still sell them if they need to do so.
Yeah, the cards are. It's not like you can't use cards. It's that you can't use combinations of cards. So you can no longer use this if you've got this in your deck, or you can only have this of that if you've got that in your deck. It's to stop people from having the broken combinations, whilst also letting people who need said card for their combinations still have said card, which is much better than Yu-Gi-Oh's, which is just a flat ban. I mean, which would you rather have in Yu-Gi-Oh? A flat ban, or like we currently do?
I don't mind, to be fair.
Or what they have?
Yeah. So, to clarify, what they did in Gundam was they basically fixed... You can't rookie rush anymore, but in Gundam, the rookie rusher, the cards that you would rookie rush with, also have blocker. Which meant you could... If they did that strategy, you would never hurt them, ever. They would always outpace you in every single way. Because they were playing purple, which is the strongest attacker in the game, and blue, which has all the blockers, and you would just never win. Ever. It was insufferable. I play blue-purple, and Christ, it is not fun. And I only play blue-purple, not because I like blue-purple, but they're my two favourite Gundam series. That's the only reason I'm playing blue-purple.
Yes.
I've changed it now to white-purple instead. Which is significantly worse, but more fun.
How many colors do they have in Gundam?
4, I think. No, 5 now because they added purple. White, blue, red, green, and purple. There's your standards like your red's your aggro, your white is support, blue is defense with like your blockers. Green has special effects that screw your opponent over when they attack and stuff. They're pretty good.
Oh, that's interesting. It's not like each color can do all of that, but like in their own individual way.
No, it's more like, Duel Masters in that sense, that each color has its own sort of identity of what you want that color to do.
Yeah, but in general, all civilizations in Duel Masters kind of play the same in the sense that you play a creature, you attack with it, some can block, you know?
Yeah, from what I remember, green has like no blockers at all.
Yeah, green and red.
They have also that's also a cool Gundam rule. You can only play 2 colors. Your deck can only have 2 colors.
Because in Gundam you can only have 2 colors too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And same in Lorcana. Thinking of other ones, but I think most games like these generally do stick to the...
Well, Pokemon you can play any color, but it just depends on what energies you have.
Yeah, Pokemon is energy based, but you probably wouldn't play something too far out because of the energy.
Unless it fixes your deck's weakness, because they have weaknesses in that game.
They do, but even still, I don't think it would be much benefit if you're playing a bunch of different ones, unless you just used standard energy.
Oh, they'll all use standard energy. You'll easily find some psychics that are completely normal.
So it'd just be one of those, wouldn't it?
That's an interesting design. That's sorry, continue.
No, I was just saying this guy's using Winged Dragon of Ra elements with Light Swan.
What a Chad.
I'm probably going to lose too.
What I wanted to say is that it's interesting how the Gundam TCG handles its colors, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. Well, purple...
It's interesting how you can only...
Yeah, go on.
It's interesting how you can only play 2 colors.
I think it's cool.
In Yeah, in Magic, for example, you don't have a limit on how many colors you can play. You can play all of them. It's just that your mana's gonna suck if you want to play all 5 colors, which keeps this sort of decks in check.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because purple one that I play is you take damage on your own units, and then so long as my cards are damaged, they get special buffs. It's kind of nice.
I see. How do you get resources in the Gundam TCG?
Every turn you get 1 extra resource. Except if you're going second, you start with 1 extra. And say you have 2 resources. You can only summon level 2 units because you have 2 resources. You can only summon units depending on however many resources you have. So you can only summon a tier 5, well, equivalent of a level 5 unit if you've got 5 resources, so it limits what you can play on what turns.
Yeah, that is the whole point of a resource system, is to limit you in the early game and enable you in the late game.
And I'm just looking at this Yu-Gi-Oh turn, and it is most definitely not.
It's fine. Like, I've heard this really interesting argument in that while Yu-Gi-Oh games only last like two or three turns, you take so many game actions across those 3 turns that it basically feels like you've been playing 6 or 7 other turns from other TCGs.
Yes.
That makes sense. By the way, that deck I was talking about from Magic, it's called Affinity, in case anyone cares.
Of course it is.
And they banned 9 cards from it in order to neuter it.
So think if this was Yu-Gi-Oh, they wouldn't even ban the 9, they'd ban the 18 around it, and it wouldn't do anything.
Can't ban them cards. Have to ban these ones. They're the wrong ones, but still we'll ban these ones.
Oh no, those 9 cards were basically the entire deck.
Yeah.
That's about right.
How it should be.
Yeah, that was a period in Magic's history when a lot of people quit the game. Not just because of the power level, but also because of the thing I told you about prices. Like, cards like Arcbound Ravager are still like $10-20 today when they don't see play in a lot of formats. Imagine back in like 2008 when this card was everywhere. It was like $200-300 per copy.
Pricey.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that they stopped Yu-Gi-Oh during Pendulum. Like, Pendulum is not a problem. Link is the problem.
Yeah, I fully agree with that, Brad.
Anybody who blames Pendulum, I've never played Pendulum.
I played a Pendulum deck, and I was kind of disappointed when they killed it. Wasn't even that great. It was the
Summoning Pendulums to Link Zones is stupid.
And I still think they missed a trick when they even did it anyway, because it's like you have 2 scales on either side.
Yeah, either one should be different. Yeah.
Yeah. But they didn't do that. And it's just like, oh, we'll just have it be the same. It's like, why? There is no reason for them to be the same.
Am I getting FTK'd right now?
Yes. If you have to ask,
It turns out I'm full of crap. Arcbound Ravager, even in 2004, was when it was part of the best deck in the entire deck. It was only $35 per copy.
Oh, my disappointment is immeasurable.
Yeah, but that's still, for standard, $35 for a single card is a lot. It's a lot now. It was basically unheard of in 2004. You know?
I do. I were playing during Draco Sack format in Yu-Gi-Oh! That was expensive. That was obnoxiously expensive.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a good format either. It introduced the Mecha Phantom Beast, the deck I wanted to play, but was terrible.
That's how it goes. The coolest decks are often the worst ones.
Wow, I'm actually going to be able to do this. Pendulum Shoken! Pendulum 3.
Again, back to pendulums. Like, pendulums created a single tier 0 deck in their entire existence. How many tier 0 decks did Lynx create?
Way too many. There's way more links banned on the ban list than there is any other extra summoning mechanic.
Exactly. Let's take a look-see then.
I think second is probably fusions, but there's not a lot of XZs on there, or the other one, synchros. There's not a huge amount.
Well, they have a downside of actually needing things to be on the field, but they have more restrictions compared to Lynx. Because obviously you need a tuner and the right level. For the synchros, you need 2 of the same level for an XZs.
Well, at least the new decks got a minute.
And whilst they don't seem like too tricky of a condition, they make a lot of difference if you can do it immediately or not.
Yeah, there are currently 22 banned Lynx and only like 18 banned XZs. With 6 banned synchros and 3 banned fusions. Oh, speaking of fusions, they just got Northern off the list.
Yeah, they errated him. But it's only on fusion summon, not special summon, which is perfectly reasonable and not an issue at all. They've also reprinted Elder Entity Nyala in the new structure deck. For some reason.
Maybe they're preparing for an Yarla errata as well.
Maybe. I mean, the new structure decks are really cool. I do 2 of the 3 I do definitely want to play.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to, Northern out has to be sound from the extra deck. Yeah, it's like you said, Brad. It's totally reasonable. Like that's how people used to loop Northern anyway. Just summoning from the graveyard as many times as you can.
Yeah, if you didn't see, the new structure decks are Lunar Light, Speedroid, and Odd Eyes. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, Speedroid especially.
I
will admit
love
do
myself
have a
Speedroid.
soft- Yeah, me too. I do have a really soft spot for them.
They need to keep doing these decks because it's the best thing that beginners can do. Like, these three are all good. Unlike the previous ones that had X-Saber, all three of these ones are reasonable.
You know what would be more reasonable? Just jack up the price to $30 and just give a new player a playset of all the new cards or all the cards they need for the deck.
That would be nice.
I mean, they're gonna do that anyway, so why not just allow them to just buy a single product instead of three? You know?
If you buy three of them, though, it gives you basically every staple you're going to need this format, which is kind of nice. Because the Lunar Light deck, you would have to buy three of, because their best new card only comes as a one of. Speedroids is a two of, and you can get away with just one of the Odd Eyes decks, because it's the Synchro and the Link. You only really need one of each.
Yeah, I know guys from what I remember only really play a lot of one-offs anyway. Is Calcrobat Joker legal?
Yep, set three. You get three of them in the structure deck with Monkey Board.
Okay, that is really nice actually.
It also comes with the full Primite engine, because Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon is a normal monster.
Mm-hmm. Are you still playing the same player?
Yep.
Oh, this took a while.
He's trying to set up the Ra play to win, I assume.
Is it 6 cards in deck?
Yeah, he milled 20 in his first turn with that grass. Oh, look, there's Ra at 63. That's not enough to kill me. My cards are indestructible by card effects. Well done.
What you do not know, Brad, is his act.
Sorry. He had to target himself. He doesn't read.
Oh, it says on the field.
Yes.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, you will shame Scoop. That's going to be a short. Well done.
See, now this is where my strategy for what you do with Ra comes in so much better.
That was 1 hour 12. Let me write that down.
I'll drop it in chat too.
My strategy for Ra is to make yourself get down to 100, use Quiz Reversal to swap yours and your opponent's life points, and then use Sparks.
Yeah, that does sound like a nat strategy.
That is the best way to use Ra.
God, now that is a deck of all time. Well, I got myself a short. That'll do for me. I'm happy with that.
I did put clip in the chat in case you
Should be
like
okay.
if you want you go back to the stream and just look in the chat and see clip. That's when the whole thing happened, you know?
Tomorrow when I get up, I'll download the stream and I'll just cut it out. I don't even think you need to do that. I think you can just do a clip from watching your own videos. It's fine. I've got an extra shot. We're okay. I need to get more of those. They don't really do anything, but they are quite nice to have. I'm tearing Morganite. Sure, bro. Oh, by the way, I'm on 496 subs.
Nice.
Well done, me.
Indeed. All you.
Well, it's me giving YouTube money, is what it is. I'm doing cheap promotions every now and again just to get subs and views.
You're doing anything for 500 subs?
I'm just trying to get my videos out there. I do need to do more like standalone content like this Pokemon video, because they're a lot easier to recommend. I'm recommending Grandia 2 Episode 1 right now. I've already recommended Duel Masters. That's like one of my highest videos by far. Learning to play Duel Masters is like the 5th best thing on my entire channel. I can use Elegy, but I don't want to use Elegy. We'll go Refrain. Yeah, I've made Digimon Episode 1 my highest rated one, because I was sick of seeing Bugs and Taz at number 1. I think it's completely reasonable myself, but...
Have you decided what you want to name the Fire Red video when it comes out?
Not a clue yet. I haven't really had any thoughts on it.
It has to be like something really catchy or something like playing Gen 1 for the first time. Or something like that.
It'd have to be Fire Red, because I have played Let's Go, so I do know a little bit about Gen 1, but not a huge amount of Gen 1.
Yeah, but the Let's Go games...
Sucked. Yes, they did. And I 100% of that game, and it still sucked.
I was going to be nice and say they're not great, but like...
There's worse games.
It took me halfway through the game to figure out how to throw the Pokeball to the left. I mean, they were nice and chill games. I've got no argument with that, but as far as Pokemon games go, it's like the most innovation they've had in years, and that's depressing.
Yeah, they don't really do much of that.
That's why Palworld's crushing them right now. Like, Power World is absolutely annihilating them. And it's not even close.
What's going on here?
Past its deck specifically, so I can't do that. Well, I suppose I can. Let's pend. And then go to them two. Go into Harmonist. I'll do. I didn't get my bounce on the field, which I really needed to do. How would I have got it? Oh god, he had Messenger of Peace in his hand. Oh, so I've definitely won now. Because now we can pend. I can get this copy of Rift Rain over here. Which will give me another search. Of Sonata, which is an additional summon. Today is the best I've ever done with Melodious. Let's go into a Duel. We'll use Harmonist. We'll use...
Brad, why do I feel like you just jinxed the entire stream?
That's fine, I've only got another hour and a half to get Rage, so it's okay.
And is that a reasonable goal in an hour and a half?
It's possible. I have been known to get a lot of Rage every now and again. A lot less recently, but it's possible. Not a fan of giving him a draw. I don't think the draw will particularly matter.
Brad, out of curiosity, have you finished Inazuma 11?
Not yet.
Well, how deep are you?
I think 15 or so episodes. I've got past a couple of like the training arcs. He also can't immediately block everything with God Hand anymore for some reason. He sometimes misses now, unless the plot requires he just blocks it. And they've got a few special moves, so they are getting there.
Episode 15.
I think it's 15 anyway. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch many shows recently. I've just been recording when I can. Anytime I would usually record, I've been doing a Pokemon instead.
I think that's fine. You're still working towards
Of course, yeah, I'm
a
getting there.
video. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to get my bearings to where you were in the show, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it has been a while. I might start a couple of episodes before, so I know what happened recently, but it should be fine.
And they're just playing in a tournament. That's kind of all you need to remember.
I do try to watch a lot of sports shows when I can.
Yeah, but I bet you never seen a sports show like Inazuma 11 before.
No. I don't think anybody has seen a sports show like Inazuma 11.
Well, except for Galactic Soccer, but
I do like Galactic Football. That's good. That's a good show.
oh, was it Galactic Football?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I do try to watch one on each sport when I can be bothered. Like, I've seen the sumo show, I've seen the badminton show. I haven't watched the swimming show because it's a bit too not what I would want it to be.
It's a bit too out there for me.
Oh, good, one more rank and then I don't have to play Macedor for a bit. Well, for 18 days.
But yeah, I think the whole thing with the God Hand failing is that I just think it's power creep. Like, the teams themselves are becoming more and more powerful, and that's why the hand breaks more easily. You know, other than plot.
I mean, it needed to happen because it was a bit OP at the beginning. It's also kind of nice that the team captain's the goalie as well, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. What I absolutely love about Inazuma 11 is that there's no explanation to why these kids can do these crazy moves. Like, there's not even an attempt at a justification. Oh yeah, just kick a ball, summon a phoenix. Why not?
Makes perfect sense.
Seems legit.
A lot of shows back then don't really explain a lot of the stuff either.
I don't think a lot of it needed explaining. I think that's the main thing.
How Beyblades create tornadoes, it needs explaining.
No, it's fine.
That is not how physics works.
You said anything about physics? We've not told you how it's done. How can you say it's anything to do with physics?
Yeah, Brad, how do you know that this magical item follows the rules of physics?
Because to everyone else, it's not a magical item, it's just a standard Beyblade.
They might all be in it. No one knows. No one's explained anything.
I think it's like Nat says. Does it really need an explanation? No. You've came here because you presumably like to see an over the top show about football, and this is what you get.
To be fair, for football to be interesting to me, who does not like the sport, it does need to be over the top.
Really?
Yes.
What is your preferred sport then?
I don't really have one. Sports are just not my thing.
Card games.
Okay, what sport do you tolerate the most?
I can watch snooker every now and again, but that's about it. Just because they have it on at work and it's fine. I believe snooker takes more skill than football does, but that's just me. Because it's not it's not a team game, so you require more skill to be good. But that's just me.
I think that's a fair opinion to have.
I also introduced the person who I get to edit my stuff, the lady of the group, into the worst sports anime in the world, and I was happy.
Which is?
Keijo. The worst sports anime and manga in the world. It's funny.
It's
yes.
fun.
Yes, it is.
Is it the one with where they have to push each other off a ledge?
The Cyclone Butt Cannon anime. Yes, it is. She has one of the characters has the Gate of Bootilon, which gives her the power to access the butt moves of anyone she's ever groped. Yes, that is a thing.
You gotta admire the dedication.
Should it be a thing? No. But it is a thing.
You gotta admire the dedication, right? When someone goes out there and their thought process is, I'm going to make the worst thing I can think of, and people are gonna love it.
To be fair, it is fun. It's just terrible. Like, it is not good at all.
Yeah, I am probably not the best thing to show an anime newbie, especially if they have some sort of preconceived notions about the medium, you know?
Yeah, she's quite normie at the moment, but we're trying to push her onto different things.
Why'd you show her Keijo from the get-go, dude?
I didn't show her. I showed her that it exists. She hasn't watched it. I was just talking about sports shows, and because I was recommending things that she shouldn't watch. Because there are definitely some shows you do not watch. So I warned her. I mean, okay. No one's currently watching. We're okay. I am a fan of Mushoku Tensei. It has got a lot of backlash right now. So I warned her that if she is to watch it, just be careful if you do.
Yep.
Yeah. The main character is definitely a piece of work. Like, he is a horrible human being. But the way that they've been bashing on it is not right.
And you know what? I agree with that. If you were going to bash something, at least bash it for the things it actually does. No?
now centered.
Now, you know that character from Naruto, Jugo? Do you know that guy?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, vaguely.
You know the guy who gives Sasuke the curse mark, that guy?
Yeah.
If I were to tell you if you were to guess how strong he was, how strong would you say he is? Would you say, Nat, that his strongest attack, his shockwave, can destroy it? Would you say it's multi-continental level?
No.
No, it's not. You're right.
Don't get me wrong, he's strong, but from the feats he has displayed and everything that's happened, no.
Is he stronger than Monster Point Chopper right now?
No.
No. Yes, you are right. He is not.
There is no comparison there.
It's not even close.
It really isn't.
Oh, but Jugo can recover. Yes, but not from his head being crushed. Yes, he can. He has infinite regen. No. No Naruto character can regenerate from getting their head cut off. That verse cannot do this. Shut your face.
He used so much of his power at one point to heal someone, if I'm not mistaken, that he reverted to his youth. So if he uses so much more of his power, then he's just not going to exist. So,
if he touches Chopper, he can absorb his energy. No, he can't. He absorbs chakra. That's his thing.
that is true. And there is a distinct lack of chakra in One Piece.
And he's also going against Chopper, who is literally one of the smartest people in One Piece. It's not even a challenge. Like, in Impel Down... Is it Impel Down? Water 7. Mm-hmm. He throws a guy across the entire island. Casually. And he's stronger than that now. What is wrong with these people?
You still can't let this go.
No, because this is the same guy who said Shikamaru, Shadow guy from Naruto, is stronger than all Bleach characters because he has shadow powers.
Okay.
Okay, let me just get Captain Commander, who can just, activate his Bankai, because you can't stop them from doing that.
You know how fast shadows are? It shows you how fast shadows are in Naruto. They are slow. They are not catching a single Soul Reaper. Not a single one.
Brad, even if he caught them by surprise, they can still utilize any of their abilities, because they do not require hand signs. They just require a phrase, and you can still talk with the Shadow Jutsu. Yeah. Could you imagine him trying to get Byakuga? He literally just needs to use the power of thought. He doesn't even need his Bankai.
No.
His Shikai alone. Just like, yeah, I've got 100 Pell blades here.
Oh, I've seen that the shadow's coming towards me. I'm going to move because I am faster than him.
Yeah. See, I'm not even adding the fact of speed to this. I'm just on about their own abilities.
Yeah, but then, like, even if Shikamaru does catch them in his shadow, what can he do?
Nothing.
It's not like he can slam a person's head into a wall or throw a paper bomb. Paper bombs don't do anything to Bleach characters.
So, he does evolve his shadows so that they can do damage. That is a thing he does develop later on. But even that still wouldn't be enough. Yeah.
There is one thing I never understood about his shadow power that they never explained.
Which is?
He's supposed to be able to manipulate their shadow so it copies him. But if a person's in in like a body shape that he isn't, when he catches them in the shadow thing, what happens?
I believe they immediately just go into that pose. Well, no, because you see actually in the tuning exam when he gets Tamari.
I honestly can't remember. That's been years.
So basic, because if you think about it, he's currently doing his hand sign for the shadows, and she's got her giant fan. That is doing something else. So they still will do whatever they'll do after they're being caught. The move into whatever position afterwards, I believe. That's the only way I can think of legitimately doing that. So it'd be literally, you are now caught. Whatever I do from this point forth, you will copy me.
You know another interesting fact now?
Come.
Uryu in the second arc of Bleach is shown to move so fast his shadow doesn't follow him. In the second arc.
That's a bit far-fetched.
It is, but if you're going to go with Shadow Power guy against that, it's like, no. There are so many stronger Shadow-based characters you can state. Stop trying to buff Naruto characters. They're not in the same league as Bleach ones. It's fine. Like, they keep saying, oh, we're going to bitch on One Piece because they're not powerful. It's like, characters do not have to be able to destroy the world. It's fine.
In fact, one of the things I think of is like, people always want the powers to be, it's like, oh, we need these powers to, like god-slaying powers. It's like, no. In fact, I don't think anyone in any universe should have the power to do anything to a god, because God technically transcends everything, and they give you the powers.
It's
so
why Dragon Ball Z power scaling annoys me. Like, he'll be fighting people, and then he'll fire an energy beam at the floor, and I'm like, don't do that. If that opponent dodges, you have destroyed the planet, you fucking dumbass.
But how can there be a power that exists that surpasses the God that created everything?
It's the God paradox. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So that's where I'm always thinking. It's like, so what I think with my stories anyway, if I ever get around to writing any of them, it's like there is never going to be a situation where you can kill the god, or to be fair, most of the time, or God is even involved, because let's be honest, they're doing their own thing. It is never going to be a case of, I'm going to beat a god. It's like, no.
It is explained in Bleach, for at least for that. It is explained how you can kill the Soul King. It is actually explained.
The Soul King is a different entity entirely, because I do not believe the Soul King is, whilst he is essentially what you'd call divine, I suppose, he's not what I would refer to as the original god.
No, he was made into the Soul King by the Squad Zero guy to hold the world together.
So he was, so he's just essentially a bridge, because essentially everything was just there, and then he just went, I'll use my abilities that I just so happen to have to kind of sort everything out, shall I? So it's totally fine that someone can kill the guy, considering he's just been loitering around forever in a day.
I will say that Godslayer is a really easy title to gauge some, and a really easy tactic to allow the player to gauge the reader to gauge the strength of a character.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a massive trope in
Yeah.
early games. Everything used to be kill gods in early games.
That they did. That they did.
Yeah.
God, he does that in Grandia too. And I'm so annoyed with the ending of Grandia 2. It's complete ass.
Yeah, you've told us
Ugh.
times.
I know.
I think that's the worst, the game that I'm the most disappointed in. Having played it when I was younger and never finishing it. And keep thinking that the ending's going to be good. And then when I do finish it, like 20 years later, it's complete garbage. I don't think any other games had that for me.
I think with waiting so long for with a game like that, it's aged. It's not aged with the time, so it just appears to not be as good as what you thought it was because your opinions technically have changed now. Where if you actually played some at the time that you made it, you probably think it's like, oh my god, that's really good. Yeah.
I wasn't very analytical back then. I would have probably enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
But I was also too stupid to finish the game back then. RPGs with big numbers, like make number go up, was not a thing that I really did.
Which is fair, because pretty much the same. There's a lot of games I played, which I'm just like, I didn't finish that. Why? Got bored. Yeah. I think I'm almost done.
A lot of games back then I never really got bored of. I just couldn't finish them. Partially because I played it on PC and I changed my computer. But it's like back then, I didn't have that many games, so I would obviously finish what I had. Or at least try to finish what I had.
Interesting.
Oh, that's another cool game Nat needs to play on his stream. Sorry.
Hmm?
You need to play Grim Fandango, Nat.
Grim Fandango. What the hell is that?
Yes. Oh, I love Grim Fandango. I think it's a U game. Great.
Well, why? What is it? I'll probably have
You
to
play
look.
as a skeleton detective trying to solve mysteries.
Okay. Do you like my puzzles?
I think you'd enjoy it.
So I got another game yet to play. Like so saying someone
Don't know what you mean. Why somebody just randomly gifted you a game or something?
who knows? Who knows? Well, I do now have Amnesia the Bunker to
Love
play.
that. Love that game.
So you never know.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Oops. Oh, more likely. Seems interesting.
I didn't take you for the horror enjoyer, Nat.
I don't mind horror.
I mean, Halloween's coming up, so I thought it'd be kind of just nice.
Just I have finished at least one Resident Evil game.
Only 20 more to go.
There is a good few of those, yes.
There's more. I just thought there was one. Not.
Yeah, you're right. Resident Evil, very new franchise. Nobody
Very, very new. It's like, I mean,
just came out on.
just came out this
on
year. I don't know
nowhere.
what you're on about. It's just
Have you heard of that final
Resident
game
Evil,
called Final Fantasy? And there's only one of them because it's final.
no. There's several finals because it refuses to end like Metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so long as a Final Fantasy game doesn't have a sequel, it is the final of that world, I suppose.
But isn't it like in Final Fantasy? Like every entry is technically its own universe.
That is how
For
it's
most of them,
meant
yeah.
to work.
Except 10, 13, and now 7.
And Seven's technically still one continuous story there.
Oh, and Dissidia, which is the fighting game with characters from each game. Hang on. Is Tactics and Tactics A2 a sequel? I can't remember.
No idea. To be honest, I don't really play many Final Fantasy games. No. What the darkest one? That is the darkest one.
Well, I got to my rank 75, so I think I'll close the stream after this, but still stay on chat to people. Might do Pokemon for a couple of hours. Where was I in Pokemon? I was at Silphco.
It seems like a good plan.
If I can finish Silphco, that means I can beat Sabrina later. And then Lane immediately, because he's not very far. Then I could probably finish it tomorrow. Oh, no, I can't, because I've got all these heavy islands to do.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty to do myself.